So this is a message that I got, and I have to say it. Like I said, whenever I receive it, it's not of my own. I have to say it. The way it flowed through me, I have to be right there, record it or say it. So I got a message saying, "What is in your hand?" So while I was thinking on it, or while I was contemplating on it, and I think of Moses' story. When God called Moses, Moses gave a lot of excuses that he was not qualified, he was not eloquent in speaking to represent God to deliver the Israelite from the Egyptians. So during that time, with all his excuses, God still wanted to use him. So he asked God, "Suppose I go and the people ask me, or the Lord did not send me, what would I say?" And this is what God told him, "What is in your hand?" So, and it began to flow in me. What is in your hand? So before we can go through that, we're going to read from Exodus chapter 4, 1 to 9. So let's read. Then Moses answered and said, "But suppose they would not believe me or listen to my words. Suppose they say, the Lord has not sent you to us." So the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" He said, "A rod." And he said, "Cast it on the ground." So he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent, and Moses flew from it. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." And he reached out his hand and touched it, and it became a rod in his hand, that they may believe that the Lord God of their father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob had appeared to you. Furthermore, the Lord said to him, "Now put your hand in your bosom." And he put his hand in his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous, like a snow. And he said, "Put your hand in your bosom again." So he put his hand in his bosom again, and he drew his out of his bosom. And behold, it was restored like other flesh. Then it will be, if they do not believe you, hear the message of the first son, that they may believe the message of the latter son. And it shall be, if they do not believe even these two sons, or listen to your words, that you shall take water from the river and pour it on the dry land. And the water which taken from the river will become blood on the dry land. What is in your hand? So tonight, just as Moses gave excuses, he take himself insignificant. He was the least because he could not talk. He did not know the value of himself. That God can take the insignificant and make it the important one. Moses gave excuses that he could not deliver the Israelites. Asking God, what am I supposed to tell them when they ask me, "Who sent you?" And God asked him, "What is in your hand?" Moses doubted himself. When God asked him, "What is in your hand?" and he said, "His rod," God performed a miracle that shocked Moses. God did not. And when all through that, Moses now knew that there was no way he can get any excuses. He just had to do what the Lord had asked him to do. So are you Moses? You may not be Moses. But what is in your hand that you taking to be insignificant, to be used? What is that gift that you got? What is that talent that you got? Because Bible tells us that everyone have a gift. You have something. God has given you something and He wants to use it. For Moses, it was a rod that he had. He did value the rod. God only wanted his worthiness. Likewise, you and myself. God only wants our worthiness. Whether you are a singer, whether you are a dancer, you are somebody who knows how to communicate, you are somebody who can smile, whatever gift, that whenever you go around people, they say, yes, I like the presence of the person. Whatever gift you got, whatever talent you got, God just wants you to make it available to Him. Because He knows the part you can play. The part we can play, He will take the rest from there. When we say, yes, this is what I have, the rest is all to Him. So when Moses said he have a rod, what did God do? He turned that rod into a snake. He turned Moses' hand as lepers. Moses now believed that God can use it. So first of all, allow that gift. Tell God what you have. And when you say yes to that, and leave it with Him, He will take it from there. God had never called the important. He called the insignificant to make them the important. Throughout Bible history, God had never used more important people. He had always used the common people. The one we call the common people. God has always used them and bring out the best out of them. So whatever you have, you might devalue it. It might be insignificant in your eye or in your community. Whatever people see it. But will you just say, yes, God, this is what I have. Use it. And leave the rest with Him. So tonight, I start by to tell you, God only wants our worthiness. God only wants us to say yes to His call. So think about what you have. What talent you have. If that you, God is calling to use you. Is God want to use that talent? Is God want to use that gift for you? I want you to believe Him and tell Him, this is what I have. And leave it with Him. He who called you, He have a purpose, He know the plan, and He know it. But He just need your worthiness to Him. Just answer, this is what you have. What do you have?